guys, welcome back to another video, guys. 2026 is our year. Comment down below, 2026 is our year in the comment section, right? And the best advice I can give to you right now is to start now. Start now. Don't think just because it's a new year, new me. No, start your new you today. Start your new you today, right? So in this video, it's currently episode 2 of the Road to Funding Go Funded Trader series, right? Basically took trades last week. In this video, I'm basically just going to be reviewing the trades, breaking down my thought process, why I took those positions, and how my account got from 1% in profit to 5% in profit, I think, within 1 week. So if you're new to the channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Before we start the video, I want to answer your top 3 questions, right? What happened to my Telegram group? We had so many there were so many spam accounts. There were a lot of scammers in there, in the group. People started actually advertising certain things. I was like, you know what, let me just delete the group. Don't worry, I'm going to create an exclusive free private group for you guys to join and enjoy each other's company. So it's coming soon. Stay tuned for the next video, right? Number 2, why don't I post as much? Bro, I've been posting videos since, I don't know, 1+ years, bro. Like consistently 2 videos a week. I was like, you know what, I deserve a break. So this is me slowly getting into the 2026 rhythm, right? The YouTube rhythm for 2026, right? And your third video and your third question is, what happened to Equity Edge, everybody's favorite prop firm, the prop firm that got me to where I am today, right? Equity Edge, honestly, I got banned from Equity Edge. Honestly, I'm not really going to come here and say Equity Edge is a bad firm, right? I really advise people to use it. It's really affordable, second to GFT, right? But Equity Edge is a good firm, man. They paid me out. They did I just had a good experience with them. They were the first firm I used, and honestly, I don't really have any regrets whatsoever, right? The reason why they banned me is because of my fault, my own doing. I'm gonna create a separate video for that. Stay tuned during this week, right? I've spoken too much, so let's get into the video, guys. And if you're still watching till this 2-minute mark, I really appreciate you, bro, so much. You're a very beautiful person, you. Guys, as you can see by the account, we're currently sitting at $8,413, left with $226 till I pass phase 1, right? I took a total of I don't know if it was 12 trades this week, mostly because I was going high risk, right? High risk, not really high risk. I was risking like 2% per trade, right? Took a few losses here and there, but at the end of the day, we ended up doing it. I was taking a few scalps here and there, but ended up getting to this mark, right? So basically, I'm gonna show you guys the trades that I took this week on my Notion, right? My trading journal template on Notion. I think I'll drop the link, or I'll show you guys how to create your own custom Notion trading journal template. Trading journal using Notion, right? So yeah, with that being said, let's lock in. See you guys in the next clip. Welcome back to Trading Journal. It's a little trading review recap. As you can see there, Trading Journal 13, right? I don't know, I have like 4 or 5 templates for this year. This is currently the new one, right? So the date was on Monday. I executed this time at 13:30. I was taking on all my accounts. I have an 8K, this is the 8K Gold Funded Trader account. I was taking on my 10K Funding Pips account, 50K Funded Next account, and 4K personal account, right? So the risk to reward ratio was a 1-4. I ended up catching a 1-2, right? That's like my average R, like 1-2. I executed 2 trades. There was UJ and GBP JPY. On the monthly time frame, price is rejecting off of a very strong resistance level. Wow, there's so much noise like that. This is GJ sells. I ended up executing GJ sells, right? Ended up catching like a good 1-2 risk to reward ratio on this. As you can see, I was anticipating price to come all the way up to 154, right? So I ended up catching resistance. Candle opened with a bearish candle to the downside, and on the 4-hour, price is overall bearish, and 1-hour price is closed with a bearish engulfing candlestick heading to the downside. So it's just basic price action, right? I did anticipate price to come all the way down here to 154, but price ended up coming at to 154.664. So it was like a good 1-2 risk reward ratio before price ended up reversing on us. Then I ended up taking GBP JPY buys, right? This this trade still ended up moving. In fact, I'm still anticipating GJ to reach 208, right? So basically I took a trade, executed another GBP JPY buy yesterday. Confluences were, I didn't log the confluences, I don't know, I think I was busy, but all I know is that price was rejecting off of the lower time frames. We're short-term bearish but long-term bullish, right? So this was basically like a short-term retracement. Where's GJ right now? Let's go on GJ. Don't mind that. I'm in a Bitcoin buy. So GJ, right? GJ was from here all the way to here. So price was short-term bearish but long-term bullish. As you can see here, the higher time frames were bullish, right? And then the higher time frames were bullish. As you can see, high highs, high lows, basic uptrend setup. I was anticipating price to come all the way up here. Was it here? Where did I execute the trade? I think it was somewhere. Somewhere around here. Price ended up coming all the way up here and then boom. So basically I just saw a basic trend line. As you can see, the price was in a trend line, respecting off of this higher level of resistance. Once you see something like this, always anticipate price to shoot all the way to the upside. And on the weekly time frame, as you can see there on the weekly time frame, I am anticipating price could possibly come to these highs. As you can see there on the monthly time frame, we scale back, right? I am anticipating price to scale all the way up, right? Because you see, you have a major level of resistance, right? Support right here that the market is rejecting, and we could expect price to come all the way to these new highs, right? If that happens, our job is just to come in here and react, not really to predict. I don't really like to predict. I like to react to what the market gives me, right? I don't really like to marry a bias, because I'm here to make money, not to be right? So basically, just like that, as you can see there, price ended up going to the upside. We ended up having a small little pullback, and then boom, the market ended up going to the upside, right? So for next week, it's ended up being a signal. For next week, I'm anticipating price to continue its uptrend, right? So this was the trade before, and this was the trade after. As you can see there, I ended up closing with a nice good 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, and then price ended up pulling back. Potentially here, and then started going to the upside, right? And broke these highs, I think. Broke these highs, right? So if I held the trade, who knows, I could have passed phase one, right? So that was my mistake. I should have held the trade. But at the end of the day, I can't really I can't really control the markets, right? Take what the market gives you. It gave me a nice 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, clean setup. I ended up taking it, right? I'm still working on holding my trades to take profit. As you can see there, I'm still learning and trying to improve my trading. But followed sessional. Here's like a little checklist. I followed my sessional plan, respected stop loss, no impulse entry, managed trade per system, and basically concerns and comments on this trade. This was the USD JPY trade. Ended up moving to a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio and ended up reversing towards the upside, right? So this is a UJ trade. So for the first period of this session, I'll only focus on catching 1-to-2 risk to reward ratios. Great trade. Unfortunately, the risk to reward ratio is too long and price has not moved. Looks like the market will be ranging for time being until it's ready to move higher, right? So basically, just like that. I don't really want to show you guys my account balances. I think you guys already peeped, but lessons learned. As you can see there, lessons learned. My risk reward ratios, something, realistic. You've read that, right? So that's the first trade of the week. And then the second trade was an NZD USD buy. This was a peak trade, man. I anticipated price to come all the way up to 0.57700, right? Price ended up going to 0.57700, right? 0.5. Come on, 57700, right? Boom. Price ended up smashing my take profit right there. I took this trade during Asian session, right? A nice little Asian session trade, continuation pattern. As you can see, the high highs, high lows, uptrend. Price ended up having a nice clean breakout. Oh, sorry, this is a different trade. Price had a nice clean breakout. This is my thought process, right? We're going up, right? I just wanted to catch a nice 1-to-2, right? Because I was only focused on catching 1-to-2s for now, right? We were going up to the upside, rejecting off of this high level of resistance, support, right? I was anticipating price to come all the way up to here, this level, this previous wick, but then I caught a nice move. So it's basically, I think I took the trade from here. I was like, you know what, this engulfing looks like it's still going to keep moving, right? And then the market ended up just keep going, right? Hit my take profit, smashed the hell out of that TP, right? And we ended up bagging a nice 1-to-2 ratio. Another GBP JPY buy. I took basically the continuation trade. Yeah, I think I need to finish logging this little pair, right? Here are my concerns and comments. Like the way this trade is forming. Had to close NZD USD because the entry on that trade looks a bit rushed, and I feel like that setup will end up taking me out because my stop loss level is invalid. What I mean by invalid is there was no like price action to the left to back it up. As you can see there, we're still at resistance. We're not really like below anything, like something like this, right? I like to put my stop losses knowing that, okay, here there's like a level of support here, right? So if price ends up doing something like this, right, then the trade and the stop loss is a valid stop loss. Why? Because it looks like price is starting to reverse, but then the stop loss was just somewhere else, right? As you can see, it wasn't below anything, it was just a 1-to-2, but ended up working out. Honestly speaking, we had GJ buys, took GJ buys, execute JPY buys. The 4-hour candle looks clean, though everything in my mind keeps debating whether or not this is a good setup or not. I still suffer with this till this day. The mental game of trading, guys, the mental game of trading is a constant battle. It's a constant bloodbath, right? I'm slowly working on it, right? Started journaling my emotions more, but yeah, it was a pretty good trade. We ended up taking the trade, great trade, everything went smooth, ended up closing at a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. I think 2 hours are my thing, right? Hopefully with time I'll start to progress into 3 hours and then 4 hours, but slowly but steadily raising my risk reward potential. As you can see there, my target still left with $226 left. I hope this video hit home. I hope it made sense. I hope you guys got some gems. And in a few videos from now, I think I'm gonna drop a trading journal template for you guys to copy and paste and use on your own Notion, potentially to improve your trading, right? Because we're not selfish people, right? I'm not a selfish person. I like to share everything, especially if it's with my people. I like to share, not everything, but you get what I'm saying. So I hope you like this video. Yeah, guys, if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Road to 10,000 subscribers in 2026. If you like this, if you're new to the channel, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Eli FX, and I am out. Peace, guys.